feeling like unhauling them all, honestly, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's get it started in here. We're gonna start. Basically, that's what I wanted to say. I do have like this bean bag chair. I will show y'all. And it sits in front of my bookshelves, and it's currently full of just random stuff that I have unpacked from my luggage from my trip to LA, but have not put back in its place. And because that sits in front of my bookshelves, I need to clean that up before I start actually taking anything off the shelves. So we're gonna do that, and then I think I'm gonna start from here and make my way that way. That was much needed. I kind of don't want books all over my room in case I get tired and I decide to give up. But then again, maybe I do want books all around my room so that I can't give up, because that would block the doorway. So decisions. I think I'm gonna start off maybe one shelf at a time, and we'll see what happens. So this is kind of out of order, but I'm gonna move to this corner now. Can you see my arm? No. But I did this corner, and now I'm gonna start on that corner because the rest of my book of the month books are there. So we're just gonna finish book of the month. Why not? I'm feeling like unhauling them all, honestly, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so I've kind of separated into 3 different piles. I have all of the books that I am planning to keep, and that's these. Even though I honestly am like really getting to the point where I don't want to have any more book of the month books. Like the little logo in the corner is really upsetting me. But like, for example, Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I annotated this copy, and I don't think I'll ever read this one again because it was one of my least favorite of hers. Also, my annotations are cute. They're like purple and they match like the vibe of the book. So, I don't know. I want to get rid of it, but I don't. And then, same thing here. Like, I love this book, but I don't think I'll ever read it again. And then None of This Is True, I read for my very first book club, like in-person book club, and I annotated it. So I kind of want to keep this specific copy too. So we're gonna have to do what we can with that. This is my keep for now pile. And this will all depend on different things actually, because I'm pretty sure I already have this book in paperback, so I might just get rid of this version. But then like Jennifer Saint, I love and am obsessed with her books. Particularly Ariadne is one of my favorite books of all time. And I also annotated this, but I did it on sticky notes so I could transfer this, but I'll probably reread this book anyways. But I do want to get the really nice like UK covers of these books, but I don't want to get rid of them until I buy those copies. So I think I'll just keep these for now eventually get rid of them. And the rest of them, kind of similar. Like, I want to get a different edition of Addie. Then again, I also annotated this one, but maybe I'll just annotate a new one when I get a new copy. Love this book, but I just don't want a book of the month edition. So maybe I'll get a paperback. The Silent Patient. Love this book also. Probably will get a paperback. I think I have another version of this, and if I do, then I'll get rid of this one. I want to get a paperback. I annotated this one, but I want to reread it, so when I reread it, then I will get rid of this copy and move my annotations over. I think I have another copy of this one, so if I find it, then I will get rid of this copy. I want to get the cute little paperback edition of this. Same thing, I want to get this in paperback. That's my get rid of later pile. And this is, my biggest pile, the unhaul pile. And wow, I knew that I had a lot of books that I wanted to get rid of, but this is really unprecedented. Like, I'm shocked and surprised at myself. But I think I'm starting to feel like I really want to have a trophy shelf where I just love every single book on it. You know what I mean? Like 4 stars and up type of vibe. And that means we need to cut down on a lot. So I got rid of The Husbands, The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, Dinner for Vampires, Beautiful Ugly. I'm kind of torn about this one. I might put this in my get rid of later and get a paperback, because even though I don't think I rated this 4 stars, this book got me out of a really bad reading slump because it was kind of good. What can I say? Count My Lies. I think I'm going to put it in the get rid of later pile because I kind of want to reread it before the movie comes out and then get rid of it. Also, Unhauled, Sleep Tight, What Kind of Paradise, The Paradise Problem, because I am collecting all of Christina Lauren's books in paperback. Not in Love, also getting all her books in other editions, so I don't need this one. Half Sick of Shadows, Mexican Gothic. I already have another edition of this one, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Wayward, Love Theoretically. I think I have 2 copies of this one already, so I don't need a third. The Last Thing He Told Me, Darling Girl. I was very torn about this one because I did annotate this, and I thought the concept of like a kind of dark and twisted Peter Pan type vibe was pretty cool, but it wasn't that good. Saving Zoe. This book was actually pretty good, but I don't ever think about it anymore, so gotta go. Same thing with The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. Alright, I need to find some type of bag or way to store these unhauled books before we move on. Okay, so far I have unhauled 27 books. I'm unhinged! Some of these are not bad books. It's just that I really want to narrow it down to like 4 stars and above. Like, I really want to load my shelves. Unless there's like a really, really beautiful book and I just can't get rid of it because it's too beautiful. You know what I mean? So yeah, 27 just off of those 2 shelves. I think I'm going to do something a little unhinged and random, and I'm now going to move on to these 3 special edition shelves right here in the middle, and that's because instead of taking everything off the shelf and putting it back on, since these 2 are clean, I'm going to move those books there. I think the idea that I kind of have for organization is that I want to do my special editions like across the top here, and maybe I'll do like, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of them. I definitely am going to need more than 3 shelves, but I'm going to try organizing by genre. That's different for me. They've been organized by color and like random categories for so long, so we're going to try genres except for my special editions. Or maybe, no, I want to do a row of special editions at the top. So let's go with the special editions next. Oh, I forgot to mention that the reason I have more books unhauled than what I said before is because I decided that all of the books that I'm not gonna read again. I just want like a paperback copy for now. What I did was I cut up some Post-its and I wrote the names on a little strip of paper, and then I put it inside a book vase that I had no use for until right now. And I have little goal punch cards, and some of them are like buy a trophy book. So whenever I complete a goal and I can buy a trophy book, I'll just pull a little paper out of that jar and buy that book. So I'm keeping track, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay, we're getting to the point in the night where I want to give up, but unfortunately I did the thing where I put books all over the room, including all over my bed. So we have to keep chugging along. I did not do what I said I was going to do the last time I was filming, because as you can tell, I moved on to my romance bookshelf, and that's because I decided that I'm going to mix my special editions with my regular books for now and give that a try. And I wanted to put my books that I reach for the least kind of at the top and bottom of these shelves. So what I did was I decided my romance would go up there because I reach for them least, but then my Emily Henry, Christina Lauren, Taylor Jenkins Reid bookshelf can be right under it. They're also kind of romance authors, and they can kind of be the next one over. I don't know. It made sense in my brain. So I unhauled a total now of 58 books. And if you're interested, I think pretty much all of these special editions books I'm going to put in my Pango bookshop, which is always linked down below and in my bio. But let's go through the books I unhauled, because there's a lot of them. Hooked, Under Lock and Key, Fan Service, I Did Something Bad, Frost Heart, The American Roommate Experiment, because I didn't like this one so much, so I'll just keep the first one. It Starts With Us and It Ends With Us, and Ugly Love. I don't need Colleen Hoover books. That's all I'll say about that. I also decided that dark romance is really not for me, so I ended up unhauling Hooked, Rhapsodic, A Touch of Darkness, and Butcher and Blackbird. And if any of these books that are not special editions you don't see on my Pango and you're interested, just send me a message on IG or something and I will put it up for you. Then I have some more special edition romances: Cross the Line, Fangirl Down, Butcher and Blackbird, and The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. This one is so cute though. Okay, I have a Starling House, Immortal Consequences, The Girl with No Reflection, The Last Tale of the Flower Bride, and Darker by 4. Oh, I forgot there was another pile over there, but I have For She Is Wrath, Sleep Like Death, To Cage a God. Beautiful, but it took me months to finish this because I was so bored. Heir of Storms, The Games Gods Play. After the Forest, A Feather So Black. This is actually the inverted cover. I don't feel like inverting it, but I thought this one was prettier anyways. The Night Ends With Fire, and The Honey Witch. I'm tired and I don't know where I'm going to put all these books. They don't fit in my silly little tote bag. Okay, wow, I'm really tired. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would take. So, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I kind of want to do like a 5-star shelf right here. And I'm also kind of reconsidering some of the books that I already put up, because I kind of really want all my books to just be like standing up and no piles. But a bunch of those are in piles because they're together for the same author. So I'm going to try maybe to stand all my books up, and I'm going to try to put enough books and doodads and nonsense that I have like all over my bed and all over the floor back on the shelves as fast as possible. And then when I'm done doing that, I will come back, show y'all all the books that I encountered that I want to unhaul. And I'm going to try to speed up this process because it's been like 3 hours. No, it's actually been 3 hours and 18 minutes. That's crazy. Okay. Speed mode. Ooh. Alright, I'm ready to crash. So, I'm gonna show you all the books that I'm gonna unhaul, and then I'm going to sleep. I have A Good Girl's Guide to Blood, Good Girl, Bad Blood, and As Good as Dead. The entire series. It was good, but I don't think it was great. Feybound, Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. Gallant, Middle Game. The Atlas 6, the Indie Edition. Home is Where the Bodies Are. The Vanishing Half. Shatter Me. Catabasis. Her Body and Other Parties. The Gilded Ones. Hyperbole and a Half. Lore Olympus. Sex Cult Nun. The Mysterious Disappearance of Aiden S. Hotel Magnifique. This is a glow in the dark. Okay, and then up here I have Fire in the Sky, The Phoenix Keeper, The Courting of Bristol Keats, The Stolen Heir, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, Our Crooked Hearts, Murder Road, and What the River Knows, Somewhere Beyond the Sea, Hamajang, Daisy Jones and the Six, and Quicksilver. And then the entire Wicked series. Alright, that's it for tonight. We'll see what happens in the morning. Totally forgot I left my bedroom in such disarray. Alright, it is time to move all the books back onto the shelf. I really only have the last like 3. There's 3 at the bottom, and then this one right here that I accidentally dropped all my mini collection and everything broke and is all over the place, so I've been avoiding fixing it. But I do have my last batch of books to donate. They're out there by Kate Volk. Unfortunately, I just got this, but I keep being underwhelmed by the endings and it's frustrating me, even though the concepts are kind of cool. So I'm gonna give up on it. Fourth Wing, simply because I have way too many editions of this book. Coldwire by Chloe Gong. Unfortunately, sci-fi is usually just not for me. I have Dawn of the Firebird, and this is Bloodguard. Oh my gosh. This is the ocean at the end of the lane. Love is a War Song, Mistress of Lies, and The Coven. I'm sick. I don't feel good. However, my room has been in disarray for 4 days. I can't get around, and I can't lay sick in my bed because there's a disaster on it. So we're gonna put some books away very slowly. I'm gonna watch a recap of Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, The Assassin's Blade, and Heir of Fire while I do this, so that when I'm done, I can lay in my bed, be sick, and read Queen of Shadows, which just arrived. Can't wait for ACOTAR 6. Okay, let's put some books away. I love having miniature versions of large things, like how satisfying is that? I have to get all of this situated somewhere else so I can move my books onto the shelf, and also clean it. It's kind of dirty. Maybe I will have a mini shelf at the bottom. I was planning to get rid of it, but maybe we'll keep it for now. And for the newest addition to the family, yo, she's thick. Oh my gosh. I shall put her with her brothers and sisters. Right here on the newly instated Sergeant Moss shelf. She fits right in. I also had this bad boy waiting for me for weeks that have just been sitting in my house and I never opened. And it is The Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. This is book 2 to the Crimson Moth. It has another name in America, I think, but I can't remember it right now. Anyways. Also a thick girl. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to watch a recap video of the first book because I don't remember it, but I do remember really liking it. And having some kind of unresolved ending that I was looking forward to reading this one. But I pre-ordered this 1 exact year ago. Crazy. She will live on my unread books shelf, which is, oh, right here. And we're done! Woo! Let me know if you think I should do another bookshelf tour with the updated. A quick run through though. Romance, romance, romance goes into romantasy, still romantasy, but the Sargent Moss shelf goes into fantasy, all fantasy. And then at the bottom I have nonfiction, and I separated my celebrity memoirs because I've been obsessed with those lately. Oh, the dust in my nose is bothering me. We definitely needed to clean these. Classic stories like Alice in Wonderland, Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, Little Mermaid, things like that. Mythology. This is my favorites shelf. And on this little corner are books I'm in the middle of reading right now. And then we have Stephen King. Last shelf, we have some middle grades, thriller, horror, my TBR / books that I have not read, and my dystopian books. Manga, more middle grade. Contemporary fiction, books I've bought on vacation. At the bottom, I have my mini collection and a bunch of my reading journals. Woohoo! We did it. So, thank you so much for staying for the ride. If you enjoyed this, leave me a like, por favor, because this took a long time. If you made it this far, please leave me a cleaning emoji, because you know, that's the vibe. Anyways, if you want to join the family, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will see you all when I see you next. Bye!